Hey guys, so I hope I got your attention with the title of this video, which is How I Made $1,000 in 6 hours. Now I'm gonna add to that. I'm also gonna add to that and say, and you can too. All right. Now, this is not a motivational video whatsoever. Okay. I'm gonna show you exactly how you can make $1,000. Probably gonna take, it may take a little bit longer, it may take less than 6 hours, but this is how I did it in 6 hours. Okay. So I want to go over a few things over here, okay? The first one is the Discover credit card, and the other one is the Capital One credit card. And I think as you're watching this video, you may know like what I'm talking about, right? So Discover has this referral program, okay? Now last year, in the year 2021, um, if I referred a friend or a family member or anybody, all right, to apply for Discover Card by sending them my link, all right, or an email, then when that person applied and was approved for the credit card, once they received the credit card, all that person had to do was just use the credit card once for anything. It could be for a $3 value meal at McDonald's. It could be for shopping at ShopRite for and spend 75 bucks. It didn't matter as long as you used it one time. Then what Discover would do is they would give that individual who now has the card with a new account a $50 statement credit, and then I would also get a $50 statement credit. Now, I used all of my five for last year, the year 2021. Now, when I mean I used up all my five, Discover was only allowing up to five referrals that were approved. Okay, that were approved, and I made $250 last year. Okay, now I did that in the span of a few months. Okay, because things came up, I kind of just forgot about it. Right, and the other thing too, I didn't know that Capital One was also doing something that was similar. Okay, now let's talk about the year 2022. So now it is what is it, Sunday evening, February 6, 2022. Back on Thursday afternoon or night, I discovered, no pun intended, right? That Discover still had the referral program, but instead of $50, it was $100. Okay, so yes, I got into my app. I pushed, I think, on the rewards button, refer a friend. It sends out a link via text message or email, and I think I even posted something on my Facebook as well. And basically, if somebody, whoever gets that referral link, applies, gets approved, gets the card mailed to that person, and then just use it one time. Once again, $3 value. I'm not encouraging people to go to McDonald's here, but I'm just saying, like, just buy anything. All right, buy the cheapest thing that there is, right? And you would get $100 statement credit. But not just that person, I would too. Okay, so since Thursday, I found out about I kind of realized that again about Discover, and I knew that I was being given the whole year, the entirety of 2022 to do that. And then I also realized that Capital One does the same thing as well. All right, but what they do is I send a referral link, and instead of $100, it's $150, but it only comes to me. That's it, and that person does not get it. So Discover does a little bit different. Discover gives the $100 to the person who got the card approved, and to me as well. What Capital One does is they just give it to me. All right. So, and they do it up to $500. So when I send out two and two people get approved, then that's $300. The next one is $450, but then the next one is just another $50 because by then I would have already reached my $500 threshold. What I'm telling y'all is that on Thursday night I kind of made a decision that by Sunday night, by tonight, I wanted to reach $1,000. Okay, so 500 with Discover and 500 with Capital One, and I did it, All right, what did I do? Okay, the very few hours that I have free to myself nowadays, I made a decision on Thursday. I said, Rob, I need for you to focus a little whenever you have some free time, instead of just like maybe what I do in my free time is like read a book or maybe go for a walk. Is get on the phone with people who you know that you've worked with before on their credit, and helping them establish credit, and find out if they have a Capital One or Discover card, or maybe they don't have either. Okay, so what I did was I just called them up. I was just calling them up and saying, hey, do you have a Discover card? Oh, no, I don't. All right, cool. Look, well, there's this thing, if you apply, blah blah blah. So and you get approved, and then you get $100, and I get 100 as well, but you have to pay it first. And some people are like, well, like, do I have to spend $100? Like, no, you don't have to spend $100. You could buy, a slice of pizza for $2 using your Discover card once you get it, right? And then you'll get $100 statement credit, which basically means that now you have $98 as a statement credit. Like your balance will show up as negative 98. All right. So I did it. I got it done. Now the reason why I'm saying 6 hours is because that's how much time it took me. Where I got on the phone and just started calling people up, and I must admit it took me maybe a little bit more than 6 hours, and this is why, because there were certain individuals who were like, all right, if you send me the link, I don't know how to apply for this credit card on my phone. So I was like, look, I'll go to you right now. Are you free? I'll meet you somewhere. Let's just get it done. Because I was kind of in that mode, all right, which is, I like to call it like GSD mode, which is get shit done mode. I just wanted to get it done by tonight, and I got it done. All right. So that's how I made $1,000 in 6 hours. Okay. And what I'm also letting you guys know, everybody who's watching this video, is that you can do the same thing as well. I know that there's, a lot of people who are watching this video right now probably have a Discover card. So instead of like maybe watching Netflix, just doing nothing right now, and I'm not saying that people don't do nothing, and I'm sure that your time is valuable. Maybe, I don't know what you're doing, but look, just get on your app, and in the middle on the bottom bar, there's a rewards button. Go on there, press on it, scroll up or scroll down, and you'll see refer a friend. And if you could refer a friend, once again, you could do a maximum of 5 people. That's $500. And guess what? Today is February 6th. You have all the way until December 31st of this year to get it done. Now, some people may want to wait until the end. I chose not to do that because I didn't want to procrastinate. I just wanted to get it done. And I got it done, not just with Discover, but I also got it done with Capital One. All right. What I'm letting you guys know is, look, if you do have Discover and you have Capital One, get on your app and start referring people. Okay. It's a really easy way of making money. It's very, 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 it was very easy for me. Just getting on the phone. I didn't have to do any physical labor. I didn't have to, go up on the roof and start changing the roof, or start painting the side of a wall, or go outside and work in the frigid cold that we have right now, or do anything that required any physical labor. It was just from my home office, or from my office over here. And it was very, very simple. Okay. And once again, like the little time that I had, instead of doing things that I would usually do, I just said, you know what, let me just get this done. I still have another, what is it, 10 and 3/4 months, right? 40, what is it, 52 minus 5, so that's 47 weeks to get this done. I didn't want to get it done in 47 weeks. I just wanted to get it done now. Why wait? Why procrastinate? All right, just make this a priority. Just get it done. All right, it's just, once again, this GSD mode for me when it came to this. And I kind of also wanted to prove to myself that I can get it done. And I got it done, and so can you. All right. So please, if you have that Discover card and that Capital One card, get on your app and start referring people to it, because it's the easiest money you can make. All right. Now, so I went over how you could do it with Discover. I went over how you could do it with Capital One. What I also wanted to talk about was, just making this a priority. Okay. I think most people who know me know I'm not a fan of Netflix, unless you're watching like a really cool documentary. But if you're just watching something that kind of takes away your time, and I'm not about that at all. I really like to value my time, and I chose to make this a top priority, and not wait until the end. What was really difficult to do, to get out of my head this whole you have 10 and a half months to get this done. Just do it maybe in the spring, or do it in the summer, or do it in December of 2022. No, that was very difficult, because in a way, I think all of us, we tend to be procrastinators, and it's a habit that we form, and we still have kind of like, I guess, bits of that habit. And then it ran in my, like, it went through my head, like, hey, you have all the time in the world to get this done. But in reality, we don't have all the time in the world, right? Our time is very, very limited. So just get it done. So I got it done. So I made it a priority. One thing that I also I wanted to talk about was that I encountered a whole bunch of what I like to call skeptics. All right, and I would kind of tend to believe that the reason I think that people are skeptics is because they just haven't bought into what could be done. All right, and in a way, it's on me to convince people that, hey, look, this is something that you could do as well. I spoke with some individuals, and they're like, "Oh no, I mean, it sounds like a scheme. Like, like, how could this be true and this and that?" I'm like, "Look, just get on the app. Oh, you don't have one. Like, if you don't have a Discover card, okay, I'm sure your brother has one, your sister has one, your cousin has one, your son maybe has one, your daughter, your mother, your father, your uncle, your aunt, a coworker, somebody from church, somebody from synagogue, somebody from mosque, your neighbor, the person who's like anybody. Just ask and get on the app, okay, and just look at it, all right, and it'll say that there is a referral link, and you could refer friends, okay. This is not a scheme. This is something that is very real. Okay. The other thing too is I encountered one individual who said, Why would like a credit card company, give out $100 to you and $100 to me? Meaning like the person who would get the card." And I was like, well, when you kind of think about it, I mean, that's really nothing. All right. Meaning that Discover's actually in competing with other credit card companies to get your business, all right, and they're actually giving less money than other credit cards are giving. And I'll give you an example. Like, for example, I'm a big proponent of everybody who has of everybody who has an account with Amazon to get the Amazon card, the credit card, right? Whether it's with Chase or the Amazon like store card, right? Because every time you buy something, you get 5% off no matter what. All right. So I'll give you an example. So like, let's say you buy throughout a year, throughout a whole calendar year, $1,000 worth of Amazon items. Okay, anything on Amazon, and it's totaling $1,000. So you get 5% off of that, which comes out to $50. Okay, but I can almost guarantee you that or you may be one of those individuals who spends more than 1,000, maybe spends more than 2,000. But like, let's say you spend $2,000, so 5% of $2,000 is $100 right there. So bam, Amazon is giving you 100. Well, not Amazon, but Synchrony Bank, which is associated with that Amazon store card, or the Chase Amazon card, which is associated with Chase, is gonna give you back 5% of $2,000, which equals $100, which is the same thing that Discover is giving to you. All right, but anything more than that $2,000 that you spend on Amazon, you're getting now more than what Discover and Capital One are giving to you. Okay, so like, let's say you spend $4,000 on Amazon, all right, and tons of people buy Amazon. I mean, what's that statistic out there? There's more people who have Amazon accounts than voted in the presidential elections. I mean, there's crazy people who have Amazon. All right, so like, let's say you spent $5,000 worth of anything and everything on Amazon, right? That would be what, $250 that you got back, because that's 5% of $5,000. Is it 5%? Yeah, 500. I hope I'm doing the math correctly. So 5%. Yeah, exactly. It's $250. Yeah. So when that's what I had to tell the skeptics, right? Like, hey, look, you think Discover's giving back $100, right? You got Amazon giving back 5% of everything. And another example would be like the Home Depot or the Lowe's credit card. And whoever's watching this video, maybe you can tell people, if you know anybody who spends a lot of money at Home Depot or Lowe's, especially, those licensed electricians or licensed plumbers or licensed contractors, anybody who spends tons of money at Home Depot, you get 5% back at Lowe's with everything that you buy. Okay, so imagine if you're a contractor, all right, if you know a contractor who spends on average, like, let's say, 4 grand a month on materials, especially materials, especially nowadays, they're like up in price, right? Whether it's lumber, tiles, you know, carpets, what nails, whatever, okay, or even tools. But let's say it's $4,000 a month on items at Home Depot or Lowe's. They get 5% off of that. So that's 5% of 4,000 is $200. Now multiply that by 12 months, right? So let's just say $200 is the average times 12 months. That's $2,400. Is that 200? That's $2,400. So those savings, that money back, blows Discover and Capital One referral program out the window. All right. So once again, when I have these skeptics telling me there's no way that this credit card would do that, it's a scheme. It's like, well, there's other credit cards that actually give back more. All right, give back a lot more. All right. So I just wanted to let people know that. The other thing too, what I really liked about this program, and I think one of the ways that I kind of convince others to, have me send them, my referral link so that they can apply, is that they can share the wealth as well. And so with this one individual, I sent him the referral link. All right. Now, when he gets the card and he activates it, remember, he has to make that one purchase. Okay. Guess what he can do now? He could download the app, all right? And on the app, at the bottom, just like mine, like everybody's, all right, there is the bar in the middle, hit the rewards. He can now send that link to other people as well. People who don't, by the way, the other thing too is with these cards is that, like, the only way you can take advantage of this, all right, well, one of the only ways, one of the other conditions is that you have to send this out to somebody who does not have either the Discover or the Capital One card, all right? Yeah, and the thing is too, like, they have to qualify for it as well. They have to be approved for it. Another reason to have good credit. All right. So if anybody needs assistance with that, just give me a call. My number is 908-432-2526. I would love for you guys to help, to take advantage of this. All right. So going back to Share the Wealth. So Share the Wealth. Now this individual could send out, this referral link and make $500 in addition to the $100 that he already made, right? So he already got the $100 statement credit, right? Now he can send out that link 5 times. Well, he can send it out more times, all right? He can send it out 15 times, but, like, let's say 10 don't get approved, okay? But up to the 5th person who gets approved and spends and utilizes the card one time, that's it. He gets $500. So technically, it's $600 that person is going to be making. All the people who I helped out, technically, it's $600 that they're going to be making this year, as long as they do. Once again, in this calendar year. Okay, that's what I mean about sharing the wealth. Okay, I'm telling you, and now this goes down. What I'm telling you next is, I'm telling you, when they're fighting for you, what I mean is these credit card companies, okay, they're fighting for you. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I saying max out these cards. I am not saying spend everything you can. Like, let's say you get a limit of $10,000 on your Discover card when you get approved, and you spend 9 grand, and now you have a $9,000 balance. It's not even, like, forget about the $100 that you make, because pretty much all of it's going to be gone in interest. What I'm saying is spend it responsibly, okay? Or if you're not even using the card right now, just don't even use it. Don't even use it, all right? Just get that one item and get your $100 statement credit. Now you have $100 in your account. Take your family out to eat, all right? Or go out to a movie, or fill up your car with gas, or do whatever, like pay a bill or something. Pay your light, or your light or gas bill with with that $100, and now you have another $500 to utilize as well. So credit cards are fighting for you. This is one of the other reasons why I really, I'm a big proponent um, on people getting their credit repaired or enhanced, is because when you get more credit cards, your utilization, and you have a higher credit limit, your utilization rate goes down. All right, when it goes down, then your credit points go up, and once you have better credit, you can take advantage of so many things. You can, maybe get that car that you want, that you and or your family needed, at a very good interest rate. And it doesn't have to be like a used beat up car, getting it for like 20% interest rate. It could be a brand new car, at like a 1 or 2%. And if you take a look at the video that I just made a few days ago, that I just posted a few days ago, I mean, that's what I'm doing. So in fact, since then, I'm actually thinking about refinancing the car that I just bought. So I bought a car, back in December, and then I refinanced it about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. And now I found another bank who could maybe possibly give me a better deal, uh, than the one that I already got right now. So I may be able to save like another 1,000 or 5 or 1,500 bucks in a span of 7 years, no, of 6 years. Okay, in addition to the $8,000 or $9,000 that I'm already saving. All right, by refinancing from my first loan. But you could watch my other videos so I can explain to you exactly what happened. But yeah, this is, you got to understand, like, banks are fighting for you. Like, they want you to become one of their consumers. All right, and it's not about them, uh, you know, um, like, in a way, abusing, the consumer, and giving you like high interest rates on, on these credit card bills. Just manage the way that you use your money, right? If you're not using any credit cards right now, when you get one, don't even use it. Okay, maybe just use it, purposefully, and in a effective way. In other words, I think in another video I also mentioned that, with the credit card that I always use is the PayPal Mastercard, because I get 2% off of everything. There's no limit. I mean, I can be somebody who spends, like, let's say 200 grand on just things throughout the year, right? And I get 2% off of that, which is like $4,000, right? Now I don't spend $200,000, but like, let's say I did, I'd get 4 grand. Meaning, and there's no limit. There's other credit cards that say, okay, well, once you reach within a year, $10,000 of spending, and we've given you back 2% of that, which is 200 bucks, then that's it. So, you know, I don't use those cards. Like, I'm very aware of the credit cards that I use, and I use it pretty much for everything that I buy. So, but I pay for it immediately. So, like, if I spend, let's say, 200 bucks at ShopRite with my PayPal card, the next day I'm online and I see that it's already posted, I pay it immediately. I pay it, but I still get my 2% back. Okay, I still get it back. So, what I'm letting you know, people, is this: is that you could do this. All right. So when I mean that, once again, it took me 6 hours because I was on the phone for 6 hours. I was driving to people's homes for 6 hours. I met somebody on their break time, for their job, and that included the 6 hours. Okay, why? Because I just wanted to get it done. Why wait until the end of 2022 to do this? I just wanted to get it done. So on average, I mean, so what is it? On average, I made, what's the 1,000 divided by 6? So I made like 166 bucks an hour. Okay, and you can too as well. So please, if you have that Discover card, see, by the other condition too, it's got to be in good standing, right? Like, you can't be somebody who's late on the card. I don't know about the utilization rate, meaning that I don't know, like, if you have a $5,000 limit and you owe, $4,999 on it. I don't know if you can, participate in this referral program, okay? But if you are in good standing with Discover and with Capital One, then you can take advantage of this program. So please get on that app, okay? And check it out. And if you don't know anybody who has good credit, let me know, because I do know people. There's actually people that I wasn't able to call because I had already met my limit. I already made my 1,000, okay, with Discover with Capital One. So if there's, if you may not know people who have good credit, then let me know. And the other thing too is like if you may not know people who have good credit, like let's say you really want for like your brother or your mom or your like let's say your son to take advantage of this, right? Because maybe he can use $500, okay, and his credit sucks. All right, tell him to give me a call. I can help him with getting his credit increased. Okay, let's say it gets increased to a point where when he applies for the Discover card, he gets approved. Guess what? Now your son will get the $100 statement credit. So will you, and now your son can do the same thing. Your son can now refer to other people. You have the rest of the year to do this. Why wait? You have 10 and a half months. 10 months, 3 weeks to get this done. Don't wait to do it. Just get it done. Make it a priority, okay? Hopefully I've convinced y'all about this, okay? Once again, I hate to use those words easy money, and I know I used it before. I replaced the word. It's a smart way of making money. It's smart money. It's using your brain. It's not using, your body, your brain. You're using your mind to make this amount of money, and I'm happy. All right, now, just so you know, also, the $1,000 hasn't hit yet, but I know it will. It will because once again, with Discover, it happened last year. I was able to refer 5 people. They got approved. I got my $250. So I know I'm gonna get my money. I know I'm gonna get it. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna spend it on. Probably like food for the family or whatever. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. All right. Have any questions? Need info? Give me a call. The number is 908-432-2526. Please subscribe to my very fledgling YouTube channel. Maybe one day I'll get it to 1 million. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but maybe one day I will. And please hit that like button smash the like button, as the cool kids would say. And I'll see you in the next video. All right? Take care. Bye bye.